So here we go, and a lovely way to start with that reception for Ollie Croft, and Nico, very, very well deserved. He did an awful lot for the sport.
He did indeed, and very sad news last month, the passing of Ollie Croft. But everybody within the sport of darts is very grateful for what he did for the foundations of the game, and he'll never be forgotten.
Well, these two lads certainly got a good reception, didn't they? Plenty of Polish flags for Steyer, and also a great reception as well for Super Mario. Love that music. 46 years old, Super Mario from Belgium. Mario, well, what's the correct pronunciation? Let's get it exactly right.
Well, I've been told by my sources it's Vandenbogaerde.
I think that's pretty much what he told me. And Steyer, that's easy. Super Mario, a little bit easier.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First set, first leg. It is Mario to throw first. Game on.
46 years old from Ypres. Got to the semi-final of the World Masters where he lost 5-1 to John O'Shea, but he produced some decent performances there. John O'Shea taking that title, beating Martin Kleermaker in the final.
Steyer is a very, very slippery game though. He is sneakily experienced in a nation that is starting to make a name for itself in darts. Of course, former world master Krzysztof Ratajski is from Poland, and there are plenty of new young talents coming from that area of Europe.
Ratajski, a winner of the World Trophy a year or two back, and what a good switch over he's made to the
83.
PDC. Really good temperament, good solid player. And Steyer will be wanting to produce, will be wanting to produce something similar here today. Comes from Kędzierzyn Koźle.
I'm glad you said that, John. My Polish is not great, and the only word I know in Polish is something I said to Krzysztof Ratajski about 4 months ago when he won a tournament in Gibraltar, and it was gratulacje, which means congratulations.
Oh, very good. Very good. I'm impressed by your almost bilingual presence. Had a good run though in those in the World Darts Trophy, did Steyer. Got to the semi-finals where he lost to Richard Veenstra, a very good Dutch player, but he beat the tough Scotsman Ross Montgomery and former world champion Scott Mitchell on the way to that point.
Yeah, Mitchell, some opponent, and someone who has a very interesting tie in this tournament, playing against young Leighton Bennett, who a lot of people are looking forward to seeing in the senior draw and of course in the World Youth Final.
Yes, a few people would look at that one and say, for big Scots, the Dorset farmer, that's a potential banana skin to say the least, because Leighton is some player. What is he now, 14 years old? Amazing young player.
Yeah, not even allowed to buy a lottery ticket yet, which is quite incredible.
I might be doing him a favour there. I think he might still be 13. He's very, very young. And also later on today, this afternoon, we're going to be seeing Bo Greaves in action against Tory from Australia, Tory Kewish, and Bo Greaves, 16 later in the week. What a young talent he is. People talk about the BDO tournament, and there are those out there who decry it. You can't avoid that with Super Mario here on a chance of 136, looking for it. 88 now. Oh, what a start that would have been. Steyer 98, but what I was going to say is you see some of the terrific emerging talent.
That's true. Now, Sebastian needs treble 18, gets that. It's a beautiful dart for double 12. Just push that one slightly, a little bit edgy, a little bit hopeful. So Mario should be cleaning this first leg up on double 8.
Yeah, first game shot, first leg.
And that'll just settle the nerves a little bit. Not exactly racing through that first leg. First to 3, winning the match. First to 3 sets.
100.
Of course, every set is best of 5 legs. And with this being a first round match, the tie-break rule does apply. In the preliminary round, the tie-break rule does not apply. It's just sudden death at the end of the 5th set. So if this is 2 sets all, 2 legs all, it has to be won by 2 clear legs, and then if it's 5 legs all, it'll be 1 leg shootout after that. But interesting point for me, John, is the nickname of Sebastian Steyer, the Dream.
85.
Well, surely winning this is the dream.
Absolutely. There's various sort of puns and lines you could give on the back of that. I guess nightmares come into it, don't they?
Yeah, you can't have dreams without nightmares. Just ask any dart player.
You don't understand good without appreciating bad.
Very true.
I think those two lads have certainly gone on the bad side when choosing their appearance this morning. As usual, there's some interesting outfits, shall we say.
Yeah,
big stage, isn't it, up there?
It is big. It is bigger than previous stages that these guys will have played on. They've got a little bit of room to work with, a little bit of room to walk. And for the experienced guys, this will feel a bit unusual to have such a bold blue background, but it's a fabulous place to play darts, and these guys look very comfortable already.
Sort of nightclub blue, isn't it?
Yeah,
come from far and wide to watch this, all with their favourites, or many with their favourites, and many representing the various darts organisations and counties around the country.
Yeah, I think when we talk about the British-based players, the county talk will be amped up a little bit more, but Sebastian Steyer on 137 needs double 10 for a really big 3-dart kill. That's beautiful from the pull. What a response from him to equalise in this first set. That's a really nice show of respect from Mario as well for that 137 out. That's really nice. Talking about that blue, John, it looks like both of these guys got the memo. Matching up with the stage set with the blue and a little bit of black there.
Yeah, and both of them with the old shaven head. So I guess we have to keep on giving a bit of identification. This is Steyer.
85.
Yeah, it's a very fashionable hairdo in darts right now, the lack of follicles.
Tony O'Shea sporting that look.
Just losing the range on the first dart there. Here's Vandenbogaerde, who, when he played against Jeff Smith in the last 16 phase of the World Masters, literally 180'd Jeff Smith out of that match. No 180 on this occasion for Steyer, but he gets the next best trick. 177 from him.
Fabulous cover shots. Good as a maximum. And what a way to respond.
174.
How about that? That is quality darts.
It really is. When, in fact, the right shot to leave a finish there was to go for the 25 in bull, but the aggressive go at the treble 20 from Vandenbogaerde, got to applaud that.
So Vandenbogaerde coming in now for 132.
Has to go for the bullseye route because Steyer is on a finish. 57 in bull is not going to go. Short 60. On the treble 16, and can Steyer do 17 more than the last checkout he got?
Also get the Polish flags flying, but it's not to be on this occasion. So Vandenbogaerde coming back, looking for 72 to take a 2-1 lead.
122.
That's a great last dart.
Some sort of pressure put on the Vandenbogaerde throw. Mario's only going to get one dot at a double. It's at tops. Has to shift along the yockey to create the angle.
Yes,
really well protected on throw.
What a good dart. A bit of pressure there early in the game, but they don't want to be surrendering the throw.
Talked on many occasions, John, about the strength of Belgian darts over the years. They've got such a rich heritage. Of course, the Huybrechts brothers, who have done extremely well, and the youthful Dimitri Vandenberg at the moment, but you go back towards former World Master Eric Claris, who was delightful to watch, but a nightmare to spot for, because some of his finishing manoeuvres were quite remarkable. I remember the time when he had 102 left, and he hit 3 treble 17s, so 3 double 17s to finish the leg.
Good luck trying to spot that one. We have something called, or I mustn't call him a thing, someone called a spotter who assesses where the finishers are likely to come and what direction the players go. And different players have different ways of approaching different numbers, don't they? But I don't think anybody in their right mind goes 3 double 17s.
Nobody but Eric. Unfortunately, due to injury, he had to stop playing competitive stuff, but he's still around. I'm sure watching at home.
He's probably watching right now and saying, actually, I've got a very good mind. There's nothing wrong with me.
94.
Good cover from Mario there to put himself on 224, and Sebastian Steyer's under a bit of pressure here. A bad visit from him, and Vandenbogaerde is going to be on his tail.
58.
No trouble from him, and Mario has a chance to take the set if he can convert 2-2-4 and 6.
Well, 179, there's not a lot he can do with that, so a big hit here would certainly make inroads and put him in a good position. Could do with a treble. You saw the little curl of the lip, Elvis style. He wasn't too amused with that one.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of emotion from Mario, and you don't get a great deal from Sebastian either. This is a pretty stoic game, and Steyer's got to go back upstairs here.
58.
I think that's a mistake,
Mario
but
164.
So 164, looking at treble 20 with the first dart, and can't be done now. So Steyer will get a go at 121, which is one of those favoured checkouts that we see professionals leaving themselves on many times. And let's see how he's going to go for it.
21.
he'll be hoping for a shot of the bullseye. Gets the treble. So now he has a choice to guarantee the bull with 11. Does that. Bullseye. Clips the outside of the 25 wire, and Vandenbogaerde can steal this set away with 64.
That's an 8. Not where he wanted to be. That leaves him with tops. This for 3-1 and the opening set.
Yes,
there he goes.
On the first set.
Nicely done.
Vandenbogaerde.
And the finishing, serving him well and taking the first set.
First leg. It is Sebastian to throw first.
Advantage Belgium and the fans here, including the ultimate fan, who I think never seems to miss an event, and he's here cheering on the Dutchman.
99.
We'll find him somewhere.
We're talking about Mad Jackie Gernthals,
That's the kiddie,
the man with the best hat in darts.
man with hollow legs.
83.
He's actually not a bad dart player either. He's been winning tournaments lately, John.
He must have the constitution of a rhino. I mean, he does survive the week remarkably well.
60.
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy about him, and he's quite an infectious character.
Oh, say that again.
Mario will be very, very buoyed by that first set. Strong hold of throw. He's making a bit of an assault on the Steyer set already.
There's the averages to this point. Respectable.
Get the feeling, John, that the
41.
first round in any tournament is very difficult to really come out of the blocks. But you could make an argument for everybody in this tournament feeling like a debutant because it's a new venue.
Well, there are certain people who, and I know that Lakeside, a lot of people loved it, and it had been there forever, and it had that great history. But there are some players, I mean, Russ Montgomery's a clear example. I think he played there 12 times, 8 times going out in the first round. Not everybody liked it.
Yeah, for some people it held a mental block, and we're talking at the top of the show with Georgie Bingham about someone like Lorraine Winstanley or maybe even Dieter Hedman, who always seemed to have that mental block when it came to the end of a final. And maybe the change of venue would suit them a bit better to possibly get this elusive title.
Steyer's under pressure here. Vandenbogaerde nicely placed with an opportunity to get a break of throw, and he's going to have 6 darts from here. There is Jackie. He's the man with the hat.
That's why we call him Jackie the Hat. Vandenbogaerde going for the 16s on 80. I don't mind that in this spot because Steyer not on a finish.
40.
And Bogaerde decides to leave tops anyway.
Well, that's that kind of, you wonder about that, don't you? If he's going to set it up for tops, then why go down there in the first place?
Maybe he was just a bit edgy and a bit scared of potentially
121.
busting his score. And Steyer hitting that 1 on the last dart has just given Bogaerde even more breathing room.
Tops then for the break of throw. That's the dart he wanted.
The first leg.
And he's taking a pretty firm grip on this match at this stage. The Super Mario fans are feeling happy.
One thing I've seen already, John, is the fact that Vandenbogaerde is so strong on tops. If I were him, I'd keep leaving it.
He's playing a very solid game of darts. Great way to start.
Yeah, he's making it very difficult for Sebastian Steyer to breathe in this game, and Sebastian looks under pressure already. And there's evidence of it. But the way that Vandenbogaerde played against Jeff Smith, for me, in the World Masters, I think he denied Jeff Smith the potential chance to win that title, because if Jeff Smith got through that game, I think he would have won it.
Well, he's looking in a good position here, Vandenbogaerde. Talking about perfect darts, and we were talking a little bit earlier about Bo Greaves. She had a 9 darter when she was 12 years old. 12.
Not that long ago then.
Oh, well, 3 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, fabulous talent, and she's going to be going up against TKO. That's a nickname I've given her. That's Tori Kewish, who's flown all the way from Melbourne.
85.
And of course, that area of the world is really suffering right now, and Tori has kindly offered $1 of her own money for every 180 that's hit in this tournament to go towards that campaign 45. To help the people who are suffering over there.
There's a few of the prominent sportsmen who've come down. Notice Nick Kyrgios, the tennis player, who's, well, he arouses emotions, doesn't he? You either like him or loathe him, but every ace he propels this year, he's going to give $200 into the money to provide for those people affected so horribly by the fires in Australia.
Yeah, it just goes to show, doesn't it, that sport can make a huge difference. Mario is making a difference of his own in this match, and on this occasion he leaves tops again. Good plan, Mario. But this time he splits it. It doesn't matter, because Steyer has left his scoring books in the practice room. Just losing his range and waving the white flag in this leg. Mario can take care of business very simply, and does so. He's strolling here, John.
He's absolutely in control. He was looking very relaxed and confident when I was watching him in the practice room earlier on. He's an affable sort of guy, as indeed is Sebastian, who switches down looking for the treble 19, can't get it, but that's a good start from him, and he needs to find some big scoring shots now.
Yeah, the winner of this game will have to wait until Thursday to play their next one, and that would be against the number 6 seed, Nick Kenny of Wales, who wasn't in the tournament 12 months ago, but has played in the championship on another occasion, or Denny Olderkalter of the Netherlands.
83.
So you could say that this part of the draw is pretty open, and maybe Vandenbogaerde can go under the radar a bit in this championship.
Yeah, everybody picks out their favourites, their likely winners, and Jim Williams, the Welshman, 44. Is the bookies' favourite, being quoted around about 4-1 against winning. But everybody who's turned up here will think this year could be my year.
Usually this time of year we start looking at former champions to see who can add to their tally, and then your ears prick up when you see Scott Waits versus Martin Adams in the first round.
Not the worst, is it? They were the Sebastian Steyer fans, by the way, who were enjoying the early day jug of beer. None of that in the commentary box. Strictly teetotal.
Just lots of tea for me, John.
39.
Saw a lot of kids on the tube this morning, all going to Frozen on Ice next door. And all of the adults were 34. Taking the right-hand exit and going towards the darts.
85 required. Treble 10 he's looking at for double 18. Can't finish now.
45.
Yeah, Mario's just looking to pressurise that double top now, which Steyer won't feel too confident on. But you don't get anything from Mario, whatever position he's in. He just
You require 40.
doesn't seem to have any pressure on his shoulders.
Well, he needs to get this. Has to get into this game. Oh dear, that was a nervy last dart. When you see them dragged south like that, that's usually a sign of tension.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. Mario needs 60 in bull now. If he'd have hit that, that would have been it for me.
39.
Well,
Sebastian, you require
again, this is a
20.
must-take. Double 10. That should be a good guide. Nervy. Oh dear.
No
Second
score.
flight was right in the way, and I'm
Mario
mystified as to why he
89.
didn't move to the left and create an angle. Double 16 for Mario Vandenbogaerde, and he's
that's
cleaned
game
that up
show, the
really
second
easily
set.
to take that second
Vandenbogaerde.
set. Wonderfully done.
Quality check out that, Paul. He, as you say, looks confident, composed, and clearly is on top of this at the